All right, we're live here. I'm going to talk about the July 31st card. How are we at the end of July? Crazy we've gotten to this point. Football's coming up soon. Excited about that. Check out the Bet US College Football show that I do with Parker and Gary. We just did a show there today. Always a lot of fun with those guys. Great information. All right, so just going to go through the card here briefly. If you can't hear me or if the audio is bad, do give me a shout out there. I know sometimes the audio has not been great on these. So I think it's set up good this time, but if not, please let me know. All right, we're going to look through the card. I'm going to pull up, I'm going to share here. I'll share screen. Um, Look at what I'm looking at here. Just kind of give you a way to see kind of what I do when I'm handicapping the game so that you can see uh, what's been going on. But we got the odds breakers there in the background. Yeah, shout out to Kiev as well. Great stuff there on the odds breakers. All right. So Kiev and I do a lot of stuff together. We've got the odds board here today. I've got a 340, Washington, Arizona, Mackenzie Gore, Zach Gallen, minus 170 or so here for Arizona. This is one I'm looking at pretty closely. I think that this is something where we could get Arizona in a good spot again. I know they just scored 17 runs last night, and with 17 runs, it's kind of questionable what would happen the next game. But for me, there's a few factors that go into me liking Arizona to score runs here in this one. I think that Arizona is so good against lefties. I'll actually share this tab here for Fangraphs. This is team stats, splits on versus lefties. So weighted on base average against lefties. Arizona's third with a 336 WOBA. Pretty good power. Definitely just a good hitting team against lefties. I think Mackenzie Gore is just kind of an average lefty, not great, not terrible. But Arizona has hit these guys really well. So I'm going to take Arizona over 4.5 for a team total here. That'll be a free play for me. Taking a team total over on Arizona. If you look at Mackenzie Gore's stuff here, he hasn't been that great. And you got some guys in the Diamondbacks lineup that just really good against lefties. Cattell Marte, Gurriel, Suarez with a fire night there last night. And if you see, I'll share this tab. Randall Grichuk 4 for 7 against Mackenzie Gore with a home run as well. Gurriel 4 for 6. This is the type of stuff I'd want to look at if I'm betting props too. I know these are very small sample sizes, but they've definitely hit Mackenzie Gore well in a small time that he has been against them, and in general, they're just really good against lefties. Let's look at Mackenzie Gore's stats here briefly. So Mackenzie Gore on the year, 451 ERA, 420 expected ERA, 339 FIP. So he has had a little bit of bad luck. Of late, Gore's given up 5, 4, 3, 6 runs. Definitely in bad form here of late. And then go to Chase Field to play against a team that is really good against lefties. I'm going to take Arizona team to over on this one. Shout out Fox. Thanks for tuning in. Great guy. Always on the Bet US College Football Show. Appreciate you, man. All right. So I'm going to go Arizona team total over 4.5 and the game at 340. Let's just take a brief look at some of these other games. I don't want to keep you long. I know everybody has busy schedules, and we'll keep things moving. But that was a game that I had more on. We've got Hendricks against Lodolo and the Chicago and Cincy game. I think that line's probably about right at minus 140. Lodolo is definitely a good pitcher, good swing and miss guy. Nothing that really stands out to me in that game. This is a Reds team that's kind of underachieved, a Cubs team that's really underachieved. I'm going to leave that one alone. As far as other games you have through here, we got Dodgers, Padres, Clayton Kershaw, Dylan Cease. This is one that interests me, if for no other reason than it's a great matchup. The Padres have been hitting the ball well. I'm gonna share this tab here. Dylan Cease against the Dodgers in his career, 75 plate appearances. Dodgers 310 WOBA, 359 expected. Uh, Dylan Cease, a good pitcher, super inconsistent. Obviously, coming off an amazing performance. Um, this is a spot where I think it's a tricky spot for Dylan Cease because you come off that performance. Let's look at Dylan Cease in his last game here. So the last game was the no hitter against Washington. This is looking at Fangraphs here. He has given up no runs. I didn't realize it was three starts. He's given up no runs, three starts in a row. Fantastic of late. He's a very streaky pitcher. He goes against a really good Dodgers lineup. I don't want to bet this game. This is one that I want to watch, though. I think this is a really good matchup. All right. Let's go down to Pittsburgh and Houston. Don't know enough about Woodford to make too much of him. It's interesting to see Houston as a minus 215 or so favorite. They have the same record, but I definitely think Houston's a much better team. Valdez definitely higher upside, so understandable, but I can't lay that big of a number. Fox, I don't really do the nerfies, yes, in the first inning of the inning. It's just really volatile. I know some people are good at it anyway. I haven't really gotten into it. I do like looking at like first 3 innings totals, first 5 inning team totals, things like that. And in fact, I like the Arizona first 5 team total as well over today. So those are what I try to look at more. Let's go on to the other matchups. Oakland and San Francisco, the other one that I am kind of interested in here. I think Logan Webb's an underrated pitcher. I think Oakland, if you look at how they've been hitting, they've probably been hitting a little bit better than they really can sustain. Their batting average on balls in play has been really high. I think their youngsters are definitely good, especially Rooker. But I think Oakland is not quite as good offensively as they've looked. I did look at under 8. Now it's 7.5. Probably going to leave that alone. But I think Logan Webb, good pitcher, inconsistent. So I don't know what to say about him. Obviously, most of the games have already started, or there's not too much of a card here to talk about. But I did want to get on here, give the free play for Arizona D-backs, team total over 4.5. That'll be my free play today. I do have a play up for the game Seattle and Boston at 410 on the site. Nothing really interests me in the Colorado and LA Angels games. 8.5, 9 total. Don't know enough about Daniel. I don't like these ones that it's starters that we don't have much data on. I want to wait back and see. So I would also start being careful in baseball. You're going to see a lot more guys come up that you don't know much about. Some teams that really don't care anymore once you get into August and September. Definitely try to pick your spots carefully. But Arizona team total 4.5 for me. Interested in watching that Dodgers Padres game. It should be must watch for sure. Other than that, we'll come back and do something soon when there's a lot more on the board. I know Thursday's a short slate as well. Real quickly, talk about Thursday. I mean, 5 games. Crazy that there's 5 games. I like Lugo. I think he's an underrated pitcher. Sonny Gray, Tanaka is a good matchup. I like that one. And we've got the Braves. No line on that game yet, but the Braves are not the same team at all with all the injuries they have on that lineup. Lean unders in Braves games at this point, especially when they have decent pitchers going. And Miami definitely struggled. See what total they put out on that one. I'm interested to see how Cleveland looks with their trade deadline. I think they did a good job getting better. And as a Reds fan and kind of a Cleveland fan second, I am excited to see how they look going forward. Kramer and Lively, maybe an over. See what number they put on that one. But all right, for today, July 31st, I'm taking Arizona team total over. And we will come back and do this again sometime soon. And soon we're going to have college football games to talk about, NFL. I'll try to do more streams, have guests on, already getting that set up in the background. So looking forward to that. If you haven't already, too, check out my season win total charity project, college football. Love doing that. It's quite a bit of work. It's a labor of love. So getting quite a few donations, putting out win totals and futures. You can donate to Wounded Warriors, Make a Wish, or Habitat for Humanity. That's pinned in my X or Twitter profile now, so you can check that out if you haven't already. I know a lot of people have already jumped on that. I'll be sending more of those win totals out really soon. Probably tonight or tomorrow will be the next batch. So looking forward to that. Win totals have done well here in the past. Hopefully again. And yeah, Fox, looking forward to college football. It's going to be great. Um, it's the best for sure. So we're looking forward to football season. For now, let's try to get some more wins here in baseball. And I hope everybody's having a great week. I'll see you again sometime soon. Best of luck.